This week I'm checking out the stylish streets of Skate City. This week I'm checking out a really cool 2.5D side-scrolling skateboarding title on the Nintendo Switch called Skate City. This is actually a really cool kind of stylistic looking game that has some kind of interesting mechanics that kind of separate it from other games that are similar to this side-scrolling skateboarding style. And honestly, jumping into this one, I had a ton of fun. I'm a big fan of this style of game already, so I was excited to get right in. The first thing I noticed is that when you first jump in, they do a really good job of kind of laying out the control scheme for you. So you kind of get the basic idea of the maneuvers you can kind of, learn how to do right from the get-go outside of some of the things you can unlock later on. And I thought they did a good job because they kind of just throw you into the random level and kind of just get you with a random skateboarder, and you just go in and the controls are displayed right there on screen for you. So you get a good handle of it because this game's kind of all about the mastery. It's pretty easy to pick up, but to master is one thing. And there's a huge kind of, trick book here to go through. There's a lot of different ones you can learn, and there's a lot of ones you can kind of chain together in different combos, whether it be, grinds, spins, anything to do with flip tricks. There's grabs as well. There's a ton of different things you can do in this game, and that was actually one of the big things I really liked getting in. There was a ton of content here, and this game's only $10. I was impressed with the number of customization options offered here. There's a skate shop right from the main menu that you can visit and use the in-game currency skate credits that you earn from completing the challenges to be able to afford some of the different outfits and different boards. And there's also different tricks and also skills that you can use to upgrade to be able to kind of just get that, a little bit extra out of your skater in these levels. There's 3 levels we're going to be going through here: LA, Oslo, and Barcelona. You also have to use skate credits to unlock those last 2 levels. But I was really, pleasantly surprised to see the amount of customization options here. I mean, we can go through and change, shirts, pants, shoes, sunglasses, hats. There's a ton of different boards, different trucks, wheels. I mean, there's a little bit of everything here. And I mean, the fact that this is only a $10 game is huge. I mean, we're getting these options that really you don't necessarily think you're going to get for a game at this value. So, I mean, I was pretty happy to see this, and it was kind of nice to be able to just kind of customize things and, personalize my experience throughout this one. Each city has its own list of challenges, and the cool part is there's a bunch of different styles of challenges that you get to complete, whether it's just score based or maybe trick on spot, where you actually have to complete a certain trick that it asks for. It shows you on screen which trick it wants you to do, even shows you the button combination, which is pretty cool, and it wants you to complete it over or in the spot on the screen. There'll be a little kind of circle on the ground that you have to do the trick over. There's races, whether you're running from cops or racing another skater, I was a little disappointed because this game is only single player, so I thought this would be a good spot where you could actually have multiplayer, whether it's co-op or online. You could have another skater to kind of chase down, or even just a ghost skater to go up score for score with, and that was something that was kind of missing, which I was a little disappointed about. But again, this is a really low cost game at $10, so you can only expect so much, and so far this game really has been delivering. I had a lot of fun with the challenges. I thought, to get the 3-star rating on every level, it wasn't necessarily easy. The nice part is you don't have to get 3 stars to advance to the next one. You just have to get 1 and kind of keep going, and you can complete the entire list and then go back and play and try to get those other stars if you really want to. Because the nice part is the more stars you get, the more skate credits you actually get back. So depending on how much money you're spending, which you actually have to watch for, because I made the mistake of just buying a bunch of gear and then realizing I didn't have enough money to actually unlock the next world. So I had to go back and play through LA again and try to actually get more skate credits to unlock the next levels. So that's just something to watch out for. By far, my favorite mode in this game is the camera mode. There's certain challenges in each level where you actually have to submit a photo set and hopefully get 5 stars to be able to complete the challenge. And there's a camera mode that you enter by pressing down left on the D-pad, and you get to start recording. And what you can do is actually change your skater's camera angle. You can zoom in a little bit, you know, turn to one side, whether it's forward or backwards a little bit. You can toggle fisheye lens where you get that real wide look where you can just go back to standard camera. There's slow-mo you can toggle, which is really, really cool. It's kind of neat because you can toggle it, you know, in the air in the middle of your trick. You can do a trick, and then when you land, it'll actually automatically toggle it off for you, which is kind of nice. You don't have to worry about pressing the button right after you land, because, you know, you're landing other tricks and you're trying to chain things together. You're not worried about, you know, turning off that slow-mo. So it is intuitive in that sense, and I thought this mode looked really awesome. It was difficult to get those 5-star photo shoots, let me tell you. They do give you tips at the end of each one when you submit them. They're a little vague, but they do help if you, especially if you're just getting going with it. This is definitely a mode I think that people will find themselves playing in a lot, where they just toggle this camera mode on and kind of mess with the camera angles. It gives you an interesting perspective on this game. Overall, I had a great time playing Skate City. I mean, this game's only $10 and there's a ton of playtime here. There's a ton of replayability. Like I said, the controls are easy to pick up, but definitely mastering them takes a bit of time. And again, you get so immersed into that camera mode. The camera mode looks so good. I had such a good time playing this one. The lo-fi audio throughout just really added this kind of level of immersion, and it just chilled you out. You could throw back, sit on the couch, and just have a good time playing this one. Honestly, I gotta give it an 8 out of 10. The smooth graphics and chill lo-fi music really set the tone. With lots of challenges spread across 3 cities, you'll have plenty to explore and master. But once mastered, you may find things get a little repetitive.